Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of GEEKAMANIA. This is episode 13, and with me today we have Kier. So Kier.
We do indeed.
We do indeed. So today we're going to be talking about mine and Kier's number one, or my number one, but is it your number one all-time favourite comedy show?
It's not, no.
Okay, then my number one favourite comedy show.
There is another one on top of it, but we're going to talk about that later.
Okay, we're going to be talking about Bottom, as you can
Yes.
tell. We're all bottomed out. And Kier, do you want to start off about Bottom?
Well, I shall, yeah. There is a reason behind this. We've not just decided to talk about it. As awesome as it is also coming back next year.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, they're in the process of writing it, and it's been commissioned by the BBC for 6 new episodes. So we thought we'd go back across the whole history and talk about our best bits and
Yes.
how amazing it is.
Indeed it is. Basically, Bottom is the third season of the series that Rick Moll and Ed Emerson did. They did The Young Ones and Filch and Cat Flap, and then Bottom was the one they both wrote together.
Yeah.
Because Rick Moll did the other ones and Ben Elton did the second one, so yeah.
And also had the Dangerous Brothers that they did together, and
Yep.
things they did, the Comic Strip Presents.
I like that as well.
But Bottom is like the biggest thing they've ever done together. As you can tell, they've had, 3 series and 5 live shows and a movie.
Yes, they've done a lot of Bottom stuff.
And when they, after the 5th live show, I think it was, they said that they weren't going to be doing any more Bottom. And everyone was really upset. They said, why not doing it? Is it not fun anymore? And they said, no, we want to work together. We just don't have any ideas left.
Yes. So now they're going to be back on Hooligans Island. So now they've been away for a good 9 years and 18 years off of television. And when they come back, they'll be like, oh my god, they're back on TV again. It'll be really, really good.
Actually, as you touched on it, Hooligans Island, it's the 3rd and the 4th
Like,
kind of
yeah.
live show tied in together. It's basically the 2 of them stranded on a desert island, which could be quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are certain things that they might bring into it, like the Japanese bunker.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Or maybe the bomb.
But
The bomb. What's this? A rabbit?
what do you
No,
think the
it
bomb is?
It's a fucking bomb!
It's a nuclear bomb. So yes, let's start with favourite episodes.
Ooh. Mine would probably either be a choice between maybe Holy or S Out. My favourites.
So why is that?
Because I love Richie's massive monologue about him being the queen, about him being Richard Mary.
Yeah.
That's whenever I got a shot to be kept pure, to better than everyone else in the whole world. And I also love the bit S out because of the Womble. The Womble. As me and him have done a little sketch on YouTube as well for GEEKAMANIA.
Links all over the
links.
page, and his page, my page, this page, GEEKAMANIA.
It's all good.
Check it out. It's good.
What are yours thinking? What's your favourite episode?
My favourite
or
episode?
Episodes.
I think my all-time favourite would be the last ever episode.
Oh yeah, Carnival.
Yeah, because just for the monologue, the duologue they do out the window, because half the episode is just them talking to each other by the window. And also, I'm quite a big fan of Digger, but that's because it was one of the first episodes I saw.
Oh yeah, Digger's hilarious. I love Digger. With the bit when they're like fighting and you see him smacking Eddie in the over the head with the umbrella. It's brilliant.
They go behind the curtains and they fight and they come out and Eddie's going. He goes, oh no wait, this isn't right.
And then he go bang, bang, bang. And then a bit about Shakespeare. What was it Shakespeare used to say?
Hello, my dear, I'm a playwright, you know. Go on, give us a snog.
No, where's Michael? Make him up 5 and say, well, did they all go, really?
What do you mean it's crap?
This way at the end they get to shag his mum. It's just that's brilliant. And the bit with the I love the bit from Burglary when they got and they're in there underpants and you have the mousetrap and they go Sue Carpenter. Oh, and it's like just stuff like that's just genius. So funny. Even though it's full of toy humour, it's so slapstick, it's actually quite clever. Like you really get it, but when you get older and then you get and then you really get it.
I think it's one of those things. It's not particularly. It's not like really serious and political comedy, and it's not going like telling a joke and going, "Oh, there's such hidden meaning in this." It is just knob gags.
Yes, But they're hilarious mob gags.
And they do it so well because
Yes.
that's all they've ever done.
Yep.
They've had like
knackers.
30 years of practice, I think.
But yes, it has been a long time. That was 25 years. That was like a good 6-7 years ago. So yeah, it must have over 30 years we've been doing stuff together. Madness, isn't it?
It is.
30 years of pure awesomeness.
And also the slapstick, has only got to mention, because...
Yes, there's a lot of slapstick. Brilliant slapstick. Like one of my favourite bits is when Culture and he's like got Eddie Ritchie's head in the fridge and Eddie's like pushing the door backwards and forwards. Yeah. And smash his face in and we haven't got one. Talk about television, obviously.
Yeah.
So funny. And the bit with the
Actually, that is possibly one of my favourite episodes because of the crossword bit.
yes, xylophone fish. Nah, I think within it. And then the bit with the no, I was thinking of the other episode. The bit
Pin the
with
tail on the donkey.
Yeah.
Still take the tail on the donkey. We haven't got a donkey, so take the tail on the chicken. We haven't got a tail, so make the sausage on the chicken.
We haven't got a chicken.
We haven't got chicken. Okay, so take the sausage to the fridge. We haven't got a sausage.
Put a bit of tape on the fridge. So much game, is it? We haven't even got a blindfold. All right then. We'll have to stop improvise, won't we, Eddie? And then a bit with the underpants and the custard.
Yeah, I told you not to sit down.
Another bit, I love it. It's in Terror when he goes, "You got it, more exploding carrots," with the exploding carrots, and then they had a big exploding because of the farts, because they had the Sprouts Mexican. Sprouts Mexican. And the lives are awesome as well. Like Bottom Live 2, that's my favourite live out of the 5.
I think my favourite one would have to be either 1 or 5. 1 because it was the first one. I just love it just for the milk bit. I'm like,
yes.
When they have the special K, the brick of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Richie told you never to do something you crazy mad fool. And you see Eddie just slap him like 5-10 times. Brilliant stuff.
Oh, good. He's coming round.
Just like the extra fights they had was all like in Bottom Live 2 with when they're in the prison and you see Eddie just go punching him loads, and then he kicks him loads, and he gets, "Have you got a cricket bat up there?" Hits the knackers. Then Richie goes, "Haha, you missed both my legs." Smack, bang, smack, bang, smack. Just how to do that.
Actually, like that. They use that all the time. That's one of the gags that follows through that whole series of things. The "haha, you missed both my legs."
Yeah.
Because Rick in The Young Ones said it as well.
Mm.
I can't remember if they say it in Filthy Rich and Cat Flap. I think they probably do.
But I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's a great show as well for Rich and Cat Flap. Brilliant.
It is.
Ooh, I quite like that actually. They actually did use that. They actually did use ooh in Bottom in the Carnival. Like, let's go with a ballpoint. Ooh, it's like yes, love that term. I use that in everyday conversation sometimes as well. Don't I care? Ooh,
You do indeed.
I do.
Just sometimes I don't even say hello. Just constantly goes ooh.
Ooh,
yes, hello, Mark.
Hello. And we always go because the film Rich and Cat Flap. We always go to each other. Mark. Care.
Oh god, we've switched round.
Yeah, I know. Care.
We're just saying our own names.
I know. Oh god. Care. Oh, care. Oh, care. Oh, care. Let me do that.
What a surreal moment that is for anyone watching.
Yes. And especially when I say our own names as well.
We've like, watch this, it's gone downhill. Earlier they were just drinking. There's 5 minutes of them drinking.
Yes.
Now they're just saying each other's names.
I mean, feel like it's some alcohol even I'm straight edge in this cream soda. I'm straight edge, by the way. Straight edge for the win. Yes. But dude, out of the two, who's your favourite character then?
Oh, it's got to be Eddie. Because Eddie Edmondson, I idolise that man. I mean, Rick Mail is... I think... I love Rick Mail, but I more prefer the... for some reason, they kind of both play a straight man off each other.
Yes.
Because
But
Richie plays like the straight man off the drunk Eddie, who's not all there.
Yeah.
But equally, Eddie plays the straight man off Richie because Richie's just a bit...
Psycho.
Yeah.
Yes.
A bit mental. I think I like it because I like the way that Eddie can do that and like...
Mm. Yes, even at the same time he's a psychopath himself, you can still act very straight and be like,
yeah,
those two work so well with each other, don't they? So funny.
A smidgen of Semtex.
Yes. Have you got? Where's the cream? I put it in the.
Now, where's the super cream? I put it here in the hand cream jar.
What? It gets Monica starching.
Yeah.
And the bit in Bottom Live too, where they're like trying to get, and it goes, the sign up, God save the Quim, Eddie. Yes, the Quim.
The
Where
Quim.
Where about Quim? You tell me you're the expert. Just stuff like that, just brilliant. And how they can do the same sort of slapstick comedy and still make it work after 30 years.
Yeah.
Just shows how good they are and just how timeless. But talking of that as well, next year, new series, and also what's going to be starting this year, which Kier's very excited about.
It starts 4th October. It's October?
October.
4th October is Red Dwarf. It came back a couple of years ago to do Back to Earth, and they were talking about it the whole time, about series 9 and 10, and the series they've done so far was only up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone was going, oh, 2 new series, there's going to be 2 new series, and now they're doing series 10.
Yes. I think they're
Not
back
series
to
9.
I think they're Back to Earth might have been series 9.
No, because like I say, it was talking about series 9 and 10. So we just
Maybe they're doing 10 and then 9.
yeah
Maybe they're trying to maybe they're trying to confuse us.
Maybe. I don't understand why they do it, but I know that for a time they said, no, we're not going to do either series now. We're just going to leave that as a joke in the Back to the Future show. The Back to the Future, Back to Earth. And then they came out, someone leaked Robert Llewellyn getting his Crichton mask on for series 10. And they went, okay, we are doing it, we lied.
Yes. And then, yes, brilliant. I love that show. It's so funny. But it's nowhere as good as Bottom.
Oh, I think it's miles better.
Really?
Yeah, it's different kind of humour, so it's difficult to measure it, but it would always be my favourite. It's just one of those things that I can't help but laugh at every time I watch it.
I definitely agree with you there. But it's just the way they work with each other as well. And the cool thing about it as well, you have 4 different types of personalities, which really works. That's why I think Bottom works well, because even though Rick and Ada are quite similar in the show, they're so different that it makes people kind of connect more with one or the other. Like, I've always preferred Rick Bell just because I just love Rick Bell, and he's been in some of the funniest shows I've ever seen. But Blackadder
And the Bombardier adverts.
yes,
But
and
never forget the Bombardier adverts.
he was supposed to be in Harry Potter, but they didn't put it in. Bastards, damn you WB, damn you indeed.
But yes, Red Dwarf. It's got 6 new episodes. The last
in live audience as well, rather than just being.
yeah, they are. They are. I think they did. Series 7 was the only one that was ever not filmed in front of a live audience, and because of that, they then brought it back for Series 8, and it was much better from there on out.
Mm.
So Series 9, no, not Series 9, Series 10. Series 10. The last episode is going to be called The Beginning, which is a fantastic callback to the first episode of the first series, which is called The End.
Ah, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And also, because it'll be the last episode of Series 10, it'll be the thing that leads on to the Back to Earth storyline. So then it'll also be like the beginning of Back to Earth.
That's cool.
The only thing that's confusing me,
What's that?
and we probably won't find out until they do Series 9, is why is Rimmer now a hologram?
Ah, okay.
Because in Series 8, he was made human again. So, and then they did Back to Earth, and he was a hologram.
Maybe people preferred him being a hologram.
Well, he was always funnier as a hologram, because it was always they do, but I just don't understand what could have happened to him that would turn into a hologram. Unless, because the last episode of Series 8, there's something eating the Red Dwarf alive, because it's kind of like a plague thing on the ship. And he went to a mirror universe to get the cure for it, and when he came back in, the cure turned into what it was in their world, because obviously it changes to what it is, the mirror opposite. So he gets trapped on the ship, and they say the thing he's using to cross into the mirror universe burns out, and then the ship's computer says to him, oh yeah, they all crossed over, all the rest of the crew crossed over into the mirror universe. So he's left stranded there, and then Death comes over and goes, Arnold Rimmer, you must come for me, we'll cross the river Styx, and he knees him in the balls and goes, not today, and runs away.
That's so funny, man.
So unless he died there, and then they brought him back on the mirror ship or something.
Maybe. Because Chris Barry is very, very funny now. Did you ever see the British Empire?
I did. Marvellous.
It is, isn't it? It is.
Yeah. But
I love it if Stuart ends up talking like British. That'd be hilarious, isn't it? If Stuart comes in one day British from the British Empire. That'd be awesome. Stuart, you should do that, my friend. You should definitely do that.
Definitely. Just for us.
Just for us.
Yes. But yes, so Red Dwarf has got the 6 new episodes and Rimmer as a hologram, which I don't get. But so exciting.
But wasn't Rimmer hologram back to Earth though as well?
He was, yeah. But as I say, that was set after series 9 and 10. So.
Ah, okay.
So yes, favourite episodes. Do you have a favourite episode of Red Dwarf?
I like that one with the cool polymorph monster thing. That was quite cool.
Polymorph 1 or 2? Because they did 2 polymorphs. They had one in the 3rd season, one in the 6th.
Probably the one in the 3rd.
One in the 3rd. Oh, was that when it just takes their emotions and Rimmer loses all his. I can't remember what it is.
And I also
is it his sarcasm he loses or something? It just makes him into a real like fuddy duddy.
Yes.
And he's smoking a pipe with a beard and everything.
Yeah. So then Rimmer and then Lister becomes some really cool tough guy and Crichton becomes.
Oh, because he loses his fear, doesn't he?
Yes.
Because he's on the medical table after losing his fear, and they're like, "What's wrong with you? We don't know. What should we do about that creature?" And he just wakes up and goes, "I say we should get out there and twat it."
Yeah. And I also love the Ace Rimmer one. Oh,
yeah.
Smoke me a kipper, be dapped in a jiffy. Is that what he says?
Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for Christmas.
That's right.
So back for breakfast.
So I'll be back for breakfast.
When Rimmer, the original Rimmer, left in Series 7 to become Ace Rimmer, because Ace Rimmer appeared to him and he said, basically, Ace Rimmer that you met back in Series... He obviously didn't say Series 4, but Ace Rimmer that you met first is dead, and he's gone to different universes while he's been dying, taking the different versions of himself and turning them into Ace Rimmer. So that's where that Rimmer goes off to.
That's cool.
And then nanobots remake a human version of him, which is smegging brilliant.
Yes, and also the Rimmer song as well.
Yes,
if you're in trouble, you will save the day. It's brave and it's fearless, come what may. Without him, the mission would go astray. He's Arnold Rimmer.
What you really need now is to have the clip superimposed over.
Yes, that'd be hilarious, but Russell just forgot.
You guys. Yeah.
But we can always just link it in the description because we might be done for copyright.
I don't think so. But yeah, I get that. My favourite episode is Gun with the Apocalypse, which is they get trapped. They blow up a ship full of. I can't remember the name of them. It's really annoying.
Is that the one that people look like weird sort of gorilla things and Lister has to marry one of them?
Oh no, that's a different one. That's when they go meet the Gelf.
Ah, okay.
Which actually, the Chief Gelf is played by. What is it? It's Ainsley Harriott.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I know. I love that. But yeah, the Gun in the Apocalypse is when Crichton contracts a virus because he's trying to sort out the ship's computer because they're locked onto a.
Oh, and that's the one when they go in like the Wild West time.
Yeah, and it comes like Wild West. It's just the best thing I've ever seen.
That's so cool, man.
Especially with them, they've all got their special skills. Like the cat with his gunslinging powers. He goes and he shoots the bullets out the air. You come with a kid. Don't hit the other kid. I also love that because when they go in, Rimmer gets hand-to-hand combat skills. So obviously he becomes much more confident because then Lister says, "Oh yeah, you can't get hurt because it's just like a game. We're going in through the AR machine." She goes, "Oh, that's fine." So when he's fighting the big bosses at the end, like these people that are the virus personified, and he comes out and he goes, "Who wants to take me on first?" And then he loses his skills but doesn't realise it. So the guy comes over and he rips off like a big chunk of wood to hit him with. So remember he goes, "Ha ha ha ha."
I also love the episode backwards and everything's all backwards, and that was quite funny. And how punching and it's like starts again and they're drinking.
Yeah.
It's
a insanely clever show as well.
Yes, very very clever. And I've also as soon as I added Crichton onto it, I just love Crichton. Doesn't feel the same about him. I watched the early episodes.
Well, when he was brought in series 2, he was just meant to be like a 1-episode guest, just for them to bring in.
And he was played by someone else as well. Actually, he wasn't Robert.
That's why he was played by someone else, and he left at the end of the episode, and then he carried on. Don't see him again until series 3. But there was nothing, because when Crichton was brought in, I mean, I like the first 2 series, but when Crichton was brought in, and also that was when it came to series 3, Holly changed to a woman.
Yeah.
If you watch the first episode of series 3, there's kind of like a Star Wars-esque bit where they have the story so far, but it goes so quickly you can't read it. If you like pause the DVD or slow it down, you can read it, and it tells you everything and explains away everything that's happened that you wouldn't understand. Yeah. Like the reason that Holly's now got a woman's head is because when he met Hilly, who's his alter ego in the parallel universe, he liked her so much he had a head sex change operation.
Really?
In homage to her.
That's cool. Well, how did they get Crichton then?
I can't remember for the life of me. I'm just glad that they did.
Yeah, me too, because Crichton is hilarious.
He is. Especially when he can't insult anyone.
Yes! You're a... Just like that's just brilliant.
You're a smee.
You're a smee.
I'm a smee. Yes, a total one. Oh, where Lister's training him to lie. He's showing him an apple. He goes, "What is this?" He goes, "It's an apple." "No, what is it?" "It's an apple." And then eventually he does it. And he lies and he says like they're all like really out there things. And then they call Kat over to show him. He goes, "What's this?" "It's an orange." "What's this?" "It's a banana." "What's this?" "It's an apple." Because he can't lie in front of anyone else but Lister.
So funny. I do love Lister as well. And then recently he's been appearing on Corrie.
He has, yeah.
This is quite bizarre. You see Lister on Corrie, like... you have to think to yourself, cool. That's why they had it on Coronation Street, because of the trade show. That was quite cool, actually.
Because they defined themselves, the actors that played them. I did like the way, because there was a lot of people that said they didn't like it because of the way that they ended it, and they said, these are all people that didn't watch the last part, because they'll say, well, that's crap, just to then release them and say, oh yeah, by the way, they were always just going to be part of, they were just be fictional, and then find out they were fictional. But they're not, because at the end of it, it turns out they've got a despair squid on board, or kind of like an elation squid.
Yeah.
It makes you feel really good. So they wake back up from it, and then as they're walking back, they go, what about those people who, like, the actor version of ourselves, and all those people that think we're in DVD? He goes, oh, they'll always exist, because we've created them now. But they'll always think they're better, but they're not.
Brilliant stuff. You can't beat British comedy, though.
You cannot, no. We do it best.
You do.
Sorry, America.
You do. They do some good stuff, though, man.
They do, actually, like How I Met Your Mother,
Scrubs,
Friends, Rules of Engagement. I've been watching a lot of recently.
I quite like that. It's not the best show I've ever seen, but I think it's quite funny. Definitely. But when it comes to British stuff,
I think Patrick Warburton makes that show.
Yes, I love Patrick Warburton. He's hilarious. Especially him as Joe, that's quite funny.
Yeah.
And how he just sounds, everything he's in, he just sounds the same. He changes his voice, just has his normal voice.
That's because he just genuinely doesn't care.
No. Did you know he's actually appeared in a version of The Tick? He had a Tick. He was in the live action show, not the... Oh. Yeah, he was actually the Tick in the live action show. So, yeah. And the guy who did the voice of the Tick in the cartoon was also the voice of Michelangelo in the original Ninja Turtles series.
I knew you'd get Ninja Turtles in here somewhere.
And I had to somewhere. I had to at least once get it in there. So yes. So that's it for episode 13 GEEKAMANIA.
That is indeed, yes.
That's Kier.
That's Mark.
So cheers guys and take care. Bye!